and let us know what you're thankful for.
Or what you're not thankful for. Let us know what you think we should do to improve our lives. But, talk to us. Last week we had quite a few callers. We couldn't keep up with them. We'd have to finish conversation short. And this week we've got no callers so far.
That's true. Last Friday we had about 5 or 6 callers, and everybody spoke for about 10, 15 minutes. I mean, that was almost our entire time.
Yeah. We wound up broadcasting over an hour, where our usual cutoff is
That's right. It was a special,
Yeah, and I understand JFK was a very important topic. And even in the last couple of days, there have been some new developments that are probably just rumors like everything else. But
well, why don't you explain that? Since this is also supposed to be post-JFK, just for a brief few moments. Actually, what we're doing is, folks, we're killing time until somebody calls us up.
Well, one of the things that came up is there was the Cubans also have their version of CIA, FBI, whatever you want to call it. And one of the agents who was following the CIA in certain spots, 3 hours before Kennedy got killed, Castro told him to just concentrate on Dallas and nothing else. Don't veer off, just stay with Dallas. He said something might be happening there. So that's quite interesting that Castro, all of a sudden is telling the people to concentrate on Dallas. It's like he knew something. Also, one of the things they're talking about now is during that time, Onassis and Jackie were having an affair. JFK was having an affair with somebody else. Onassis was a buddy of Castro. Castro was unhappy with Kennedy. This was a whole triangle of different people. And also, I don't know, it came out that they're talking about a second shooter. It was, I don't recall who was saying it, but they were talking about Oswald deciding he didn't want to kill the president. He took one shot and completely missed everything. And then somebody backed him up and took 2 more shots, and they were very lethal. I don't know if that's true neither. But I do know that with Castro being involved in this, Onassis, the mob, there's got to be something more to this than we know. And I don't think we'll ever really find out for sure. I mean, a lot of people will always be convinced that there's a conspiracy. The other half of the people will always be convinced that it was only Oswald. And then, of course, Ruby comes in. Now, who did he know? There are rumors that he knew Oswald and everybody else also. He was part of the same group and he knew a lot of the same people. And then he conveniently died. So, I don't know. If you want to give your opinion about that, please do. But let's go back to the topic that I started talking about before, our Iranian negotiations. How can we let a little country run by little bearded guys with turbans, and I don't mean to be insulting to the rest of the Muslim people, but I just think that it's disgusting that we let these things happen, that we gave in to the Iranians, where when the negotiators came home, they were cheered as heroes, and they beat the U.S. and the European countries. We released their monies. We're letting them sell oil now. And what do we get in return? 6 months of them continuing with the nuclear project, but we'll be able to watch them do it. To me, that makes absolutely no sense. And then again, as I said now, and we've got the prisoners there being held for believing in their religion. You know, it's you're Catholic, you're Protestant, whatever religion you are. This is one of our, constitutional rights, freedom of religion. And these people are now locked up in in some jails in a country that doesn't have respect for human rights. And I'm sure they have no respect for our prisoners. If anybody knows anything about these prisoners, if the Red Cross has been able to visit them, I'd like to hear from you. I'd like to hear from, if you know something more and I'm wrong and I'm upset about something that I'm wrong about, also let me know. But definitely, when I heard about this, it just brought me down so much. It saddened me so much to hear that we have Americans in jail in a country where we just gave them just about everything they wanted in negotiations. And we couldn't demand a release of 3 prisoners. I would have given them all the prisoners in Cuba in return. We don't know what to do with them anyway. Put them all in Iran. But to leave our prisoners in Iran, that's shameful. And that's all I really have to say about that, because I'm just going to get angrier and angrier thinking about it. I was born in Israel, and I know the Israelis would have never allowed this to happen. Like Mark said, they'd either get him out by force or negotiate, give up every prisoner that they have to get one of their citizens back. And here we have the golden opportunity to get our prisoners back, and we didn't even try. It was not part of the agenda. Since when do we stick to our agenda? We always change things around for our convenience. I really don't understand that. If you have any comments about that, please let us know. I'd be very interested. And Mark, I've been babbling now for a while about what I'm angry about. Why don't you go ahead and tell me some things that you're happy about? Oh, what the heck is he talking about?
I don't know.
But you need to have your microphone when you speak.
Oh, that's true. I keep forgetting, folks, that you're not here with me, so you don't know what I'm saying.
See, we're here. We're just talking without you. We're just two guys talking to each other, and what happens is we forget why we have the microphones.
Well, another thing, I'm very happy. My youngest son. My youngest son just got engaged. Last year he finished the police academy. He's been on the job for a year now. That's certainly exciting. Nothing better than service to one's community or country. Okay. Many different ways you can do it, like becoming a member of the Coffee Party, by all means. What else? What else can I say?
Well, I got something to say. I just got an email. It says, we have registered your ATM card with $2 million with Delivery Express Courier Company with the registration code of blah, 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 966. Okay. Please contact with your delivery information, view attachment. Now, this is
in fact, somebody just sent in. I know it was. Now,
if this is not a scam, I don't. You have to be real careful.
That's like the what is it? The Nigerian send us money and. But somebody just told me Mazel Tov.
Mazel Tov.
No, Mabel, Mabel. I know it was a typo. They meant to say Mazel Tov, but they said Mazel Tov.
And what do they say Mazel Tov to?
To what I just said about my son becoming a cop and getting engaged. You know, that's just remember back to when you were young, Felix. You know, when you got engaged.
Well, I know what they said. Good riddance.
Your parents really wanted to get rid of you that much, huh?
I think so.
Somebody else said, we're being too depressing. We should stay positive. It's Thanksgiving. Lots of football.
It is Thanksgiving, and just think about those 3 prisoners how they feel.
I agree.
It was very depressing.
I agree. I agree.
It just hit me so hard when I heard when they were interviewing, Carrie, and why he didn't bring it up because it wasn't.
In fact, the person who just said to me, Mazel Tov, said that her son just passed his exam to be a paramedic.
All right.
He was an EMT, and now very difficult exam, I understand. Out of 30 people in his class, I think only 7 people passed the test. So,
well, Mazel Tov to him, as they say.
No, Mazel Tov. It's Mazel Tov.
Mazel Tov.
A blessing on your head. Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov.
Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Tov.
Another thing to be thankful for, in
case anybody who doesn't know, though, Mazel Tov means good luck. Mazel is luck, Tov is good.
Well, I don't know if it means that's the literal translation.
It is. Oh,
that's definitely it.
No, that is the literal translation.
I mean, I really find it quite funny when somebody tries to speak Yiddish and they don't know what they're saying, but I'll just take it for whatever it's worth.
Okay, let's see. We've got a call. Let me grab this call, if you don't mind. Hi, you're calling Trucking to Heaven. And who's calling tonight?
Your best friend, Dan.
Oh, my buddy Dan. All right. You can't.
Mark Felix, how's it going tonight?
Good. What was that?
How's it going tonight, Mark and Felix?
It's coming very slowly, I must say.
All right.
A little
don't want to. I'm
very glad that you called, Dan.
I don't want to sidetrack you guys. I love hearing you guys, but going back to JFK, I know we're talking about Iran and Israelis. I do want to hit that too, but the JFK, I told Felix the other day about Castro came out, Bob Oswald, that he knew about it. He said he didn't act alone in that killing of our president. I don't know if you guys saw the Times article. I got the article. I'm going to bring it to Felix when I see him. But
I think that's great because then we can read portions of it over the airwaves.
He said that Castro. I can't believe you guys didn't see it, or you might be like, yeah, it just came out. I just told Felix the other day, it just came out over the weekend. Obviously it's hard to hear him talk with his accent and everything, and also it's in the paper. And he said, if you want to know what happened to your dear beloved president, he goes, Oswald did not act alone. Quote. I mean, that says that's a powerful thing. I mean, so he knew something, Castro, you know?